I can't judge how the parenting is gone, because everything that we've seen has been stuff that many of us would have said or similar if we saw our children do this. But I will say this: a lot of what's happening is because it's in the public. But most children don't have to
stop everything. Because the story coming out of Atlanta right now makes every reality TV meltdown you've ever seen look like a Sesame Street episode. T.I.'s son, the loud, flashy, "I'm really from the streets," King Harris, has reportedly called for help from jail. Yeah, the same King who said, "I don't need nobody, just hit speed dial like a man discovering humility in 4K. Insiders claim the call was so intense it had T.I. pacing his mansion like a preacher before Sunday service, and Tiny crying like she just saw her first Zeus Network reunion brawl. This leak has danger, drama, and poetic karma all rolled into one. It's raw. And it's about to make the Kardashians file for quiet time, because when a self-proclaimed street prince realizes the streets don't take Cash App, you get a scandal that flips hip-hop royalty upside down. So buckle in, silence your notifications, and grab a snack, because this secret was never meant to leave that phone line. Let's expose how King Harris went from "I'm built different" to "Dad, come get me." And just when we thought this wild saga couldn't possibly go further off the rails, bam! The internet detonated like a Twitter thread gone wrong. Because apparently, King Harris wasn't just adjusting to life behind bars. Oh no. He was calling for help. Literally. Leaked voice messages, screenshots, the whole digital circus started circulating faster than a Kardashian PR crisis. The voice on the line sounded eerily like King himself, saying he couldn't take it anymore. One second, he's sounding defiant, like, "Man, I run this place." And the next, he's whispering like he's starring in a jailhouse horror movie. "Yo, somebody tell my pops. This ain't what I thought it was." Cue the collective internet meltdown. Because let's be real, King Harris was the poster child for "I'm built for the streets" energy. The same kid who argued on IG Live about having real thug credentials, suddenly realizing jail wasn't a VIP lounge. Oh, the irony was so thick you could spread it on toast. Memes popped up within minutes. One viral post showed King's mugshot photoshopped into a scared straight poster with the caption, "King Harris discovering the streets don't come with room service." Another said, "Bro thought jail had bottle service. Now he's asking for a refund." And the comments? Pure gold. One user wrote, "All that tough talk till you heard the cell door go click. Now you want Daddy Tip to call Batman." The internet was ruthless. But this wasn't just a meme moment. This became a media event. Bloggers, podcasters, and gossip channels went full CSI mode. People started analyzing audio waveforms, comparing voices, and debating if the clip was real or AI generated. One channel even slowed the audio down 300% and claimed they heard a background guard saying, "That's T.I.'s boy." Within hours, #FreeKing started trending, not out of sympathy, but because the whole situation was turning into performance art. The same people roasting him were ironically joining the hashtag, writing things like "Free King Harris" from his delusions. But then, plot TWISTTI, usually calm and composed with that philosopher energy, snapped. He went live, his tone controlled, but you could see the storm brewing. He said, "My son's learning life the hard way, but sometimes that's the only way you learn." Classic T.I., equal parts wisdom and disappointment. But then he got emotional, saying, "Ain't no father ever ready to hear his child cry out for help." Boom. That's when the entire internet did a double take. Because that wasn't just a rapper defending his son. That was a dad breaking down in real time. Clips of T.I. wiping his face mid-interview went viral on TikTok, with people captioning it, "The moment the king realized his prince isn't bulletproof." Even Tiny Harris jumped in. She posted a cryptic IG story. "Sometimes life humbles you louder than your parents ever could." Fans were in shock. Comment sections exploded with takes like, "This is deeper than street talk, this is family heartbreak." I told him 100 times. Now the streets are telling him once. But the chaos didn't stop there. Within 48 hours, rumors started flying that King had been transferred after an incident. Some claimed he got into it with another inmate. Others swore he was put in isolation for protection. And one inside source, because of course there's always an inside source, told a blogger that King was calling home, saying he ain't built for this. And man, that quote became the line of the week. You couldn't scroll Instagram without seeing it as a meme. One said, "When your PlayStation gets taken away and you realize real life got no respawn." Another one? King Harris calling for help like he's on a customer service hotline. The entire digital world was treating his downfall like a Netflix reality crossover. Love and Hip Hop meets Prison Break. But here's the crazy part. Some fans weren't laughing. There was a small but vocal group saying this was a setup. They argued King was being targeted, that someone inside leaked those calls to embarrass him, and a few even claimed this was industry karma, calling it a spiritual wake-up call. TikTok psychics and conspiracy influencers entered the chat. You know, the ones candles in the background talking in hushed tones. "The energy around King Harris is chaotic," one of them whispered. "This is a generational test for T.I." Yeah, apparently even astrology got dragged into the drama. And then came the celebrity reactions. Boosie chimed in on IG Live like, "Man, that boy needs to chill. Jail ain't no joke, dog. Tell T.I. to get his lil man out before he learns the hard way." 50 Cent, never missing a moment to clown, reposted a meme with the caption, "Told y'all these rappers' kids couldn't handle them bars." Ouch, the petty king strikes again. Meanwhile, Snoop Dogg kept it classy but still shady, writing, "Gotta let the youngins walk through the fire sometimes." It was like every OG rapper became a philosopher overnight, and fans? They were obsessed. Reaction videos, breakdowns, and think pieces were flooding YouTube. Titles like The Fall of King Harris, When Clout Meets Reality, and T.I.'s Family Curse, Why the Streets Always Win were pulling in millions of views. Everyone wanted to dissect what went wrong. Because let's face it, King Harris had it all: fame, family, money. A legacy bigger than some rappers' entire discographies. But somewhere along the way, he started chasing validation from the streets, like he wanted to earn stripes he never needed. And now, those stripes were cutting deep. Meanwhile, sources close to the Harris family were quietly saying T.I. was torn between being a father and being a man of principle. He could get his son out easily, but should he? That's where the emotional complexity hit hardest. Because this wasn't just a celebrity meltdown, it was a generational clash. The old school street code versus the new school clout code. King Harris wanted to prove he wasn't soft. But reality doesn't care how many followers you've got, it humbles everyone the same way. Then came the leaked video, supposedly from inside the facility, showing King pacing back and forth in his cell, head down, clearly frustrated. It was short, grainy, but enough to light another fire online. Fans were torn again. Some mocked him, others prayed for him. One tweet with 10OK likes summed it up: "This ain't funny anymore." That's still a kid realizing he messed up. And that's when public sentiment started shifting. For the first time, people began seeing past the arrogance and into the pain. The internet started asking real questions. Why are these celebrity kids so obsessed with proving toughness? Why do fame and privilege still lead to destruction? The story became bigger than King. It became a mirror to an entire culture, addicted to validation. And the irony? The same fame that built King's ego was now documenting his downfall in 4K. But it gets even wilder. After days of silence, King's official Instagram account suddenly posted a story. Just a black background with the words, "Y'all gon' see the real soon." Instantly, theories exploded again. Was he getting released? Was it a threat? A music drop? Or was it his team trying to control the narrative? Blogs ran wild. Titles like "King Harris speaks from jail, is he plotting revenge?" flooded the feeds. And just when the dust seemed to settle, T.I. dropped another bombshell. He posted a photo of himself and Tiny with a caption that read, "Family first. Always." No tags. No explanation. Just 3 words that spoke louder than any press conference. That post alone got more engagement than some rappers' entire careers. The internet felt the emotion behind it, the exhaustion, the heartbreak, the love of a father watching his son burn himself to learn the heat is real. People started flooding T.I.'s comments with support. You raised a real one, pain makes diamonds. He'll come out stronger. You did your part. And yet, underneath all the empathy, one question haunted everyone. Would King actually change? Or was this just another chapter in his chaotic journey toward realness? Because if there's one thing this generation loves more than scandal, it's a redemption arc. Than scandal, it's a redemption arc.